as well. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
In baseball.
In cricket, in tennis.
All right, marvelous.
Same guy.
Maybe in badminton as well. Maybe it's a racket sport thing. Or it's cricket a racket sport?
I'm pretty sure it isn't.
It's
Dan.
tomato fruit. I don't know. So we've got Flusher in the B-bomb side, falling back. 2 kills already. Things looking nice. Feeling comfortable like James's face for Fnatic. Well, it's I'm sort of with Launders here. I feel like Fnatic are gonna walk over VP. I think they've
Say
just
this after they win the pistol.
they've got too much flamboyance. Well, I didn't get a chance to really get in there because you guys were sort of going back and forth about fences and lines. I didn't know really what was what was going on. Just waiting to see what happened at the end.
You know what I miss? I miss watching Fist of the North Star. Did you watch that?
What?
Fist of the North Star.
No.
Really?
What is it?
You don't know what Fist of the North Star is?
You can't pull that on me. There's so many things I know that are really famous, and you have no idea about.
Yeah.
So
Like what, Dan?
Like
like
June,
what?
Like June.
What's that?
The most famous piece of sci-fi ever written.
Never heard of it, mate.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
If you've watched Fist of the North Star, send me a tweet. I think you'd enjoy that. Enough about that. Random segue. We'll see who's going to get the fist in this round. Pasha not off to a good start, and it seems that it will be Fnatic. That reminds me of on Mario, one of the bosses has like these flying fist things. Right?
Wait, did you say it will be Fnatic after saying who will get the fist this round?
Well, I was saying Fnatic, you were like delivering.
But you said who will get the fist. And then you said, yeah.
They're not just okay.
I have to call you up, man.
Whatever. That's fine. That's fine.
It has to be done.
I give, I can receive.
This relationship doesn't work if you're both petty. Only one person can be
That's
petty.
No, it's good. He needs to keep me honest.
Marriage counselor.
I don't want to
mediate.
I can't have all the fun.
Just 99%. 99% of the fun.
Yeah. It's balance in the force. Sounds balanced to me.
There's not much happening for VP at the moment. They got Glauks.
Getting their clicks taken.
They're like, who are those like, in Return of the Jedi, who are what are the fuzzy creatures called? Oh god, I forgot what they're.
Wookiees?
No.
Teletubbies.
No. In the Ewoks, yeah. So right now,
What's a
Fnatic.
Wookiee? I haven't watched Star Wars.
You're such a troll. You're such a troll.
I haven't watched it.
You're like trying to press everyone's like buttons right now.
I haven't.
Also Wookiee.
I don't know.
You know when Launders orders food and I ask him what his name is, he gives a fake name.
You can't prove that.
I can't prove it, no.
Imagine like, I feel like
I just want people to know that.
I give it a lot of
You're
names.
like Winona Ryder, right? When she just goes shoplifting in some store, she's just living an alternate life and having some
Is she a
thrills.
kleptomaniac or something? Did she do that?
Yeah, she
Oh,
got
yeah.
arrested for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
years ago. Yeah.
You see when Samuel L. Jackson was on Letterman and he like opened his jacket and he still had the tag from the store? I imagine they dressed him, but who knows? I saw the security tag.
The security
security
tag.
Yeah, the security tag. Yeah.
Wait a minute, the price tag.
No, yeah. Security tag.
I once wore a polo, which still had the sticker that tells you what size it is. It's like a long, thin sticker that goes down the entire chest.
Yeah, the transparent one.
Yeah.
It's LLL.
Yeah.
Gotta hold that L.
Oh, JW, how does he get away with that? How does he get away with that? 180 flick onto Pasha. That's not a good start. We talked about flamboyance. How about that? That's a cravat right there.
A what?
Cravat.
Cravat?
Yeah.
Is that like a crevice?
No, it's like a thing that you wear. It's like a fancy type of like. How do you explain a cravat?
It's where you would put a tie.
Sort of
Like
roughly.
a bow tie.
No, it's not a bow tie.
No, you put it in the position of a tie.
Yeah.
Like a scarf.
It's this big poofy thing.
Yeah, it's not like a super ruffly, big old scarf type dealio, I think.
Yeah, it's European.
Sounds very flamboyant.
Down goes Neo. JW still alive, still doing damage. Oh, looking for some dirty flicks. Oh my god.
Wow.
He knows Snax is in the middle area as well. He will choke off the connector position, and I'm sure he will do something absurd. Tries to make his way through, but that was always going to happen.
There's nothing you can do, baby.
What a round. What a round from JW, man. This guy. The confident Counter-Strike. That was Fnatic's brand. That's been their identity forever. The one team where they just have these group of players that just have no limits to their confidence, and they make it work. And I really would struggle to see what Fnatic look like without a JW. I feel like he really epitomizes that very identity.
Certainly, he plays a critical role. Just jump through a cat smoke and a Flesh's spray, a great one at that. 3 kills, and Pasha finally finds the trade. But that leaves Yali to try to push through B to his death, and now just Pasha. At least he's got an M4.
And there it is. 5-0 for Fnatic, and they are indeed looking quite strong at the moment, but that could always just... The tables could flip at a moment's notice. VP are a very good team, and I mean, the way that Fnatic likes to play can be somewhat volatile, so that's one of the reasons why people like to watch them. You never know what to expect. Although I think they're 12-3 in the league at the moment, something like that. So for them, this is just about maintaining their dominance.
There's AWP identified. Really got to be careful about that bottom right corner when you put a smoke there, because more often than not it is exposed. Kind of like the top left corner when you're inside main on cache. You can see over it from the locker's position. So a 5-0 start here for the Swedes. Golden will continue with the MP7. I love me some MP7. 1 minute 10. Hitting the sub 1 minute mark now. JW's in a really nice spot where when you're on those bricks, you can have an off angle looking into connector. So it is handy if you have somebody in CPL to just shoot that vent open for later use. JW with a brazen shot. Can they lead from this position? Electro trying to reposition, but he can't quite do it. They're lining up for JW. He'll get 2 at once, leaving Pasha alone. He cannot be stopped, JW. That is the JW you love to see.
Polish.
Not if you're Polish.
You look very disturbed there. No.
That was insane.
Are you feeling right?
Yeah, that was insane. He's everywhere. I mean, he's doing a great job of being everywhere. He's not always at A. And here he's killing people, cat, BAPs, connector, window, everywhere.
I did feel like this was that original map where I'm like, oh my god, we're going to see JW up on the CT side. He is going to be everywhere. And I remember watching many years ago him like going through all the timings of CT spawns, how to play the AWP and so on aggressively. But speaking of aggression, a very fast play up short will have VP into some quick positioning towards B, but Fnatic hitting their shots as ever. Oh my god. Will this end? Is he going to be doing this the entire map? That would be so insane. JW just that shotgun, that shotgun, that AWP is like a shotgun. It's like just everything. The answer all for JW.
They kind of rocked it back to a harder site or an easier site to retake, but they did buy some extra time at the very least.
No Kevlar for these boys. No flashbangs. Will they line up again? That's a nice snap from Golden. Doesn't peek early. Taz looking for the second one. It's so nice having the adjusted aim punch, because it was just annoying, like very annoying before, and it just left you helpless. But now you can do something. You can do something. You can still hit people while being aim punched.
Yeah, I feel like that is a big improvement, because I think it's just too punishing otherwise. I think there's no reason why it should be so punishing. It's already punishing not having Kevlar, like really massively punishing.
Yeah, I mean, it was so bad, like you couldn't even see what was going on before. because your head was like just all over the place. Now you can actually keep track of what is happening, which is not annoying. You don't want a game to annoy you, so
you feel like they've got a good balance?
it's better. Yeah, I'm content.
Yeah, it's interesting because like 1.6 has the most punishing mechanics to it, but
yeah.
aim punch wasn't one of them. Like you didn't absolutely need to have armor. There's no other version of Counter-Strike where armor was so important. So now it's cool that you can actually just not have to spend $1,000 just to make your pistol a little bit more viable.
Yeah,
it makes the decoys better as well, and,
yeah.
and less of an investment on the pistol rounds. More impactful.
quickly as well, while there's a few seconds, you know, I feel like Valve are making incremental, generational updates where in a different era, it would be a completely new game or like a massive update release at once. And I really think that a lot of those things are going under the radar by the odd person who's like, oh, you know, there's not much happening as a game. There's a lot happening as a game, just not paying attention.
Dude, I just feel like people were not here for the first year of CS.
Oh, yeah.
They just don't understand how much has actually changed, even though it's happened over such a long period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. We'll go into that in a moment. We've got the push coming in, or attempted at least. The counter grenades of Fnatic are slowing it down a bit, which will be a very big help. There's only 25 seconds, which doesn't really afford VP the ability to allow for problems. Great flash, or rather, that was a flash from the T side. That did not work out for them. Golden with the double. The bomb very, very barely going down, but they did make it in time. Now things looking quite good for VP. Could be the first round. Electro with the AWP now. Oh my god, he hit that! My goodness. Electro looking for the trade frag. The Scripts works onto Pasha, but now he's alone. His prospects are grim to say the least. He looks to try to get onto the bomb here. Trapped between two players, there's only so much he can do. He does take down one, but the time is what will ultimately seal the deal. Taz. Ooh, he survives. Nice. 7-1. VP with the first round on the board.
That was a lot of good damage. They got the bomb down. They have some money left over. They do have to do full rebuys. It's something. I think Fnatic will still be happy with the damage they did at the end of the rounds. All those kills are just a crazy amount of economic damage to Virtus Pro. I'm curious on a round like this, how do Fnatic approach it? Do they try to just keep as many people alive as possible so they do the same thing, or keep as much damage going, or does JW just do the same thing and go very aggressive?
I do like the idea to slow things down to be a bit more passive in this situation. Especially, we can see already that VP, they commit, they're looking for that aggression. We know that Fnatic love to re-aggress middle on this map. They absolutely love doing it. And VP will realize this as well. So Fnatic don't want to play into the expectation too much. And I like that they are, as such, keeping things passive.
1 minute 10. VP with mid, but no kills. Fnatic start to wonder.
That's a massive boost. That tells them a lot. VP was sitting him in for ages, and now they see that there's almost nothing going on there. Maybe one player in connector, that's it. But it looks like from Fnatic's setup, they're playing the safe setup, the blind, like there's almost as though they have no info. Playing retake on aim.
They don't have retake grenades though.
Yeah. No incendiaries at all. Alrighty then. How does that happen? I have no idea.
JW things. Will the rotation come in time, however? CT player keeping an eye on the Palace position, and JW will finish things off. They're looking for the boost now. Oh my days. JW is everywhere. They can't cross to the side. There's 10 seconds left. He's looking for the ace, but it will be stolen by Flusher. JW is unstoppable. He is crushing the timings, crushing the positionings, and crushing the mentality of Virtus Pro. It's great to watch though.
JW is just, he is something special.
15 for 2.
He really is something special. There's no one quite like JW in this game. We're privileged that he's here playing Counter-Strike, and that we get to watch it. Just the Glocks for VP, they've been hard reset. And It is honestly JW that is, every time it's been a incredibly big sort of swing round type scenario, he just pulls out 4 orb frags. That's twice now. This is going to start to feel for VP as like one of those maps where it's like, well, these guys, they just played damn well. Sometimes you got to hold your hands up to it. Crims, ace with the USP and the M4 spray now. Them eco frags.
Well, maybe it will be an easy half or an easy game for Fnatic. Perhaps I was wrong. Versus Pro, they can't go into the second half with 1 round.
No, you can't do that.
They're on a bite. 9-6 is still possible. 6-9 as we are at the VP perspective. Can they avoid JW? I think that's a question at this point. It's one of them. Trim taking down the meantime. Aggression all over the place from Fnatic. That's a great grenade from Flusher, but he needs to kill. Caught a grenade in his hands. Lucky to get away with that one. In the meantime, Flusher Pro moving into B with 3 players. They know Flusher's on short. Flusher's gone, so is Lecro, but JW still alive.
It's quite scary, and it is actually maybe fortunate for VP as they have 3 players who are very critically weak. Against a rifle, they'd be quite susceptible, but it doesn't make much difference for the AWP, and JW's going to have to go and save that. He's lost his only teammate to work with.
That should have been a kill. I feel like it should have been a kill.
That was close. Maybe this will be, though. Perhaps JW will fall back.
I like that JW still pre-strafes. I still pre-strafe. And I didn't even play 1.6 that much.
What is a pre-strafe?
Oh, in 1.6 you could gain speed before you jumped. It was actually really important. And you'll see him like do a sweeping motion with his crosshair before he strafes. And it's just a old habit. You don't actually gain anything from it in CSGO.
You're talking about like circle jumping.
Yeah, exactly. Like circle jumping.
At 1.6. Movement was very similar to Quake, so it translated really well. A lot of fun.
A lot of overlap there.
I played KZ, but I was a basic bitch. I was just like, W, jump.
Get to the top.
It's quite therapeutic, but we'll get back into that. Fnatic have an aggression on middle. They will be able to easily play retake on A with this aggression, so they'll not worry too much. And the interesting thing about that A aggression, that mid aggression, is also that you can catch the lurker that so commonly is going to be active in a round like this in mid-ability side.
Oh, they're going to go for the short plant again, where Pasha goes through the apartment slowly, and he can make his way into mid later on. The rotation's coming in now, and he's slowly moving forward. As you can see, he's got a sniper rifle. Love watching this strat from Versus Pro. Slowly emerging. Oh, he's going through B, in fact, so different approach entirely. Spotted 1 player, but doesn't want to give the game away too quickly. Fnatic still have 2 players in mid, so maybe this was the right approach. And there's a flank coming from Snacks into the mid area as well. As slow as this is, he sees 1 player towards defense position. He's got to be really careful with that shot. Can't land the second one though, but Snacks is still there from the back. And there's not enough time to defuse that bomb. Golden's come off it, but it's too late to get back on it.
Wait, no. Oh my god. I thought they were all reloading at the same time and that he'd actually make it there, but... Ooh. That was a save in the end. Yeah, that shot from Patch, that's so funny because we've all been there where like you don't know how it's like the most unpredictable dodging possible because the guy can't see you. So
it's one of the worst or most hated situations.
So hard.
Where you're trying to land a shot on a guy who's strafing and doesn't know you're trying to land a shot on him. It's really difficult.
Yeah, I think the tracking is much harder than just picking a spot where you think they're going to be and waiting for them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very unpredictable and very easy to miss that shot.
Yeah, I think oh, hello.
Oh, man.
Good morning. Good afternoon, good night. They're going to line up for Taz into connector. He will mow them down. But Crims is going to see some more people from Crims now, perhaps. Lots of AWPs. Always going to be fun to watch. Now it's down to the AWPer of VP, Pasha. He's trying to flex his muscles with that one, but he won't be able to achieve anything. Crims with the frag.
I wonder what he was doing there.
He kind of known that both players were in that position, surely, because otherwise, why is the CZ out?
But
He doesn't even look in connector with the sniper rifle.
yeah, that's what like why.
Yeah, that was very weird positioning. I think it's fair to say that was a mistake from Pasha. At least, I mean, he's just like exposed himself to connector while not particularly looking anywhere with his crosshair and put his sniper rifle away. So not ideal, but there we go. That was the 9-6 round for Virtus Pro. That was 9-6 round. And now maybe it'll be a 12-3.
No way he lives.
Wishing that he had any other gun. Just any other gun. Right there. Even the Bison. I mean the Bison has billion
64
bullets.
bullets, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm at 10, I'm landing the kill.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe you should have got it.
That's a good start from Flusher. Points that headshot straight away through the smoke, and it's looking like a great defense here from Fnatic. They can't be touched right now. He can't get out the abs. Yali doing what he can to fight at the end, but in the end it will be 11-3. One more rounds for VP to potentially gain, but they don't have much to gain with it. Gain with it or gain, or rather, let me rephrase that.
Do it, Dan.
They don't have much to work with to gain the remaining rounds of the half.
It's a nice try.
Yeah. They do have a lot of utility though, so there is that. But the aggression, again, from JW, he is unrelenting. It's not an easy shot though. Goes for, ooh, keeping the single scope out here. A spot onto a second player. But be really cautious now, because if he takes an engagement, they can set up trades.
Oh dear. Bali, he's a bit of a piece of me.
He's been the standout, I would say, for VP today. At least, I don't know, it feels like that. I feel like he's the sharpest on the team right now. Today.
Yeah, it feels like the whole like entirety of last map would have been different if he had somehow just taken the first fights. Oof.
Good initiative from Lecro to go forwards here to try to get something. And again, so much information. And this is why Fnatic are really dangerous. They're so proactive, they're always gathering information, and they play really well off of it individually and as a team. Lecro hears everything. Smoke's not going to really do anything. That's unfortunate he didn't keep that, but look how he's controlling the traffic. He's like an air traffic controller right now, slowly bringing him in, bringing him down to landing. It's going to be a bumpy one for Fnatic, perhaps.
That's pretty. I like that analogy a lot. You are trying to lead them. You're just taking peeks. Like you're like the rabbit at the front of the race. Just yeah, you're coming this way and then trailing back into the site, taking some free fights wherever you can find them.
Oh boy. Well, it would be a crucial 4th round for Virtus Pro. Crims, while he has some time, doesn't want to give his position away, but now he's being spotted. He's got to be really careful about the re-peek. He might try to get a jump in after playing the trade frag situation. Manages to get the first kill, but 20 seconds remain, and you can see he is grasping at straws. But there isn't much to drink in that round. Well, pistol will be crucial for Virtus Pro. They didn't win it in the first half. If they win it in the second, then match is on.
Trying to be very sneaky there, James. So grasping at straws, which is usually to do with hay, but then you went to like a drinking straw. But
Modern
you don't drink
straws.
from hay.
Modern straws.
Modern.
It's bringing straws to the well.
Wooden.
Modern straws. We live in a world of plastic, Dan. Now. We live in a world of plastic.
I saw you call that as well. No, but you didn't say anything.
I'm reinventing.
I'm not petty.
I know what it is. I changed it. I made it new.
You're not a pedant. Pedants?
I'm not a ped anything.
Fast push up catwalk, and Neo's going to feel the wrath, the full force of the Fnatic push into that B-bomb side. It's going to be a clear run onto the plant, which is always fun for the T side. Fnatic look really good from this position. It's going to be really hard to break through these choke points. Oh.
Taz says no. Taz disagrees with you. 2 kills for him, and they'll need to start moving in. Oh, snacks! That's an awkward fight for both players, but Fnatic will prevail. Taz needs to do more. 2 players left, no kit on these players, but he's still got some time for the time being. But that can quickly disappear. 1 versus 3. Flush will entertain and just waste time. Doesn't need to. Oh, JW, of course.
BM, so BM.
AWP round 2. He's got. Oh, he could do it as well. He could do it. He's untouched armor. There we go. 4800.
Yeah.
There it is.
That is so unnecessary.
It makes no sense to do it.
It is gloriously unnecessary.
Do you know why you do it? You do it because you can. That's why you do it.
That's why he did it, yeah.
That's why you do that.
That is just, it's irresponsible. You don't even want an off on
No, you don't. It feels awful, awkward and horrible, but there's JW, so he's not JW without the third letter that powers him up, the JWP. That's what he is. That's who he is. He is up the second round.
A is a no-go area. Although, that flashbang, these steps, Crims is in Palace, he knows. He knows what is. And Golden is going to have a look. He's taking the bomb with him. Might want to just be careful with that.
I don't think he realizes.
Realizes what? I mean, they must, like...
I was going to say, I don't think he realizes he has the bomb, but...
He picked up the bomb.
Oh.
Yeah, it was on the floor.
Huh. Oh, I guess... Wow.
Well, I guess I just decided that it's fine, everything's fine. They're in a good position to split this site. They probably assume that the rest of the site is empty. Maybe there's someone in jungle, but jungle's now been smoked off. So they've got these T's by the gonads, and there is one, but will they expect a second one?
Taz looking to creep in there. And he could do some damage because it is a common position that you can try to hold from, but you can see the Fnatic are spreading their wings at the moment, and they're all over the map. They're feeling very comfortable. Probably everybody except JW, who again is going to be in that position where he wants to find a nice tidy spot to play from, because it's really awkward to take corners where there could be pistols waiting all over the place. So, but he's fine on the sites. VP looking to try to hold on to their weapons or just play opportunistically. And it's going to work out here. Pasha able to secure a frag, but he's not able to go close enough to that gun. I think this is a pretty acceptable round for both teams. It's just for VP, it's just they just need rounds. That's the only sad part for them. But otherwise a decent round for them.
It seemed like that pistol was going really well. I don't really believe that certain players are better with pistols. I actually looked at the stats on Dennis, for example, and he's got very average for top pro level pistol stats.
Yep.
He's just only got a few very good highlights that people like to recall, and they call him the pistol god.
Are you looking at pistols in pistol rounds specifically, or across the map?
Pistol rounds. Actually, I think the stats were for...
It makes sense.
Does that include like ecos and force buys?
No, I think we were looking at the stats for pistol rounds.
Well, it's a good explosion into the A site through mid and connector from Fnatic. They got JW in the window. So looking pretty clean here for Fnatic. It makes sense because pistol aim is pretty much just good first accuracy, good patience, good positioning, and good tracking. So
I think it's hard to read from stats though how strong one player is in particular at winning you a round. Well, because if your team get wrecked or you just get shot in the face, you know, I think there's more to it than stats can. Because you might get a 4K in your pistol round here and there, and you might average out, but can you measure how valuable a player is in winning you a pistol round, considering the impact a pistol round can
I feel like it's
get you?
It's more measurable than everything else.
I think pistol kills are really important. I just think my hypothesis is that some players are good at pistols sometimes and then not good sometimes. That always changes, and I feel like no one's really like been super consistent overall just with pistols, and that for the most part it's just if you can aim well, you can aim well. It's not that hard to learn how to pistol if you know how to aim. And I don't think my hypothesis was that no pro had like taken super precedent over any pistols in particular. But like Taz in this series, for example, has been really good on the pistol rounds. But I feel like everyone's got a series where they're just really good on pistol rounds. Just
yeah.
Some days you're hitting shots, some days you're not.
it's so much about being in the right place, right time, connecting with the that first bullet, and then I
think the thing was I wanted to look at and follow up was, does Dennis on the round that he wins that he gets really good. Ooh, that's good. Get on this first. Good 1-for-1. Actually, hard to say who it goes towards. Maybe this could change it.
You're trying to get out. Oh, no one watching. That is so interesting. I think it was Crims, perhaps very occupied with looking connector, but he had a teammate in connector, and giving up that kill, allowing an easy escape for Neo. That's good. Oh, I was gonna say could make a difference, but never mind. Never mind. Flusher in a great position on the site, and Fnatic just win all their 1v1s.
I was gonna say it was maybe. I was gonna say maybe look at how, like the 4Ks that Denos has got, or the clips that he's got. Maybe look at how many bullets he used on those rounds. Did they look like? Did they stand out? The way he used his pistol. Does he have really good accuracy sometimes? Were they 1vx's?
Well, maybe this will be a landslide victory after all, but Virtus Pro are back on the buy. Not the best buy. Maybe their last buy. Time will tell. One or is it 2 plays for connector? 2 plays close at the very least. Everybody dancing around smoke grenades. In his favor. Sasha making some plays. Ooh, there's a player on short as well. Smoke dissipates and see Snack standing there. Making a play through, but JW is so ready for it. Connects to stairs. Jumping forward towards the ramp position, but that's not going to work out for Virtus Pro. We've got one player in Palace and the bomb's been dropped on Cat.
Oh dear. That's a really big issue, isn't it? Fnatic have only just gained control of A, and they now have to go back to middle for that bomb, and it's going to be a very defensible position for Bialy, and Bialy actually goes down. He can't rotate. Actually mixed up the names. I meant to say Taz. Needs to be able to upgrade as well. And he knows that JW is likely. He was last spotted towards T spawn. And I love what Taz is doing here. He's not holding the bomb. I think a lot of people would do that. He's instead holding a site because, and also just good positioning. Oh, never mind. JW's got it made. 4 frags for him, 25 to